Hello, welcome to another class for CUET aspirants. Today we will be doing narrative passage reading comprehension by Rridhi Chugh. Narrative passage. Before we read the passage, as always, we will first read the questions. Question 1. What is the primary function of the lighthouse in the passage? To provide a home for Silas, to warn ships of dangerous reefs, to signal the start of a new day, to attract fish to the area. Question 2. What does the phrase etched with salt and wind suggest about Silas's face? It was covered in salt and sand. It showed the effects of years spent in harsh weather. It was smooth and youthful. It was painted with sea-inspired designs. Question 3. What was the mermaid's song struggling with? A calm sea, a fierce storm, a mechanical failure, a lack of fuel. Fourth question. Why did Silas adjust the lighthouse's beam? A. To signal for help from the village. B. To attract the attention of passing birds. C. To guide the mermaid's song away from danger. Or D. To illuminate the harbor for the villagers. Fifth question. What does the activation of the foghorn symbolize in the passage? A. A celebration of storm. B. A call for immediate danger and guidance. A signal for of the end of the day. D. A musical performance by Silas. And now the last question. How does the passage portray Silas's character? A. As a selfish and indifferent individual. B. As a courageous and dedicated protector. C. As a fearful and hesitant person. Or D. As a lazy and unreliable worker. And now we will move on to the passage. The old lighthouse keeper Silas had lived on the craggy islet for as long as anybody in the coastal village could remember. His weathered face, etched with salt and wind of countless storms, told tales of lonely vigils and unwavering duty. Every night the beam from his stars sliced through the darkness, a reassuring beacon for ships navigating the treacherous reefs. One particularly stormy evening, a small fishing vessel, the Mermaid Song, was caught in a fierce squall. The wind howled like a banshee, and the waves crashed across the rocks with thunderous force. Silas, peering through the rain-streaked glass, saw the vessel struggling, its lights flickering erratically. He knew that if the mermaid's song stayed too close to the chat's devil teeth, it would be lost. Without hesitation, he adjusted the lighthouse beam, directing it with a steady hand, guiding the struggling vessel through the tempest. He then activated the foghorn, its deep, resonant bellow cutting through the storm's fury, a desperate call to steer clear of danger. Hours passed and the storm raged on. Just as the dawn began to break, the mermaid song, battered but afloat, limped into the harbor. The villagers gathered on the pier saw Silas's silhouette against the lightning sky, his duty fulfilled, his gaze still fixed on the turbulent sea. Moving on to the first question again. What is the primary function of the lighthouse in the passage? To provide a home for sailors, to warn ships of dangerous reefs. This is what we read. So, where is it? A reassuring beacon for ships navigating the treacherous reef. So, here is the answer. A reassuring beacon for ships navigating the treacherous reefs. This is answer number 1. What does the phrase etched with salt and wind suggest about Silas's face? It is covered in salt and sand. It shows the effect of years spent in harsh weather. It, it was smooth and youthful. It was painted with sea-inspired designs. It showed the effects of years of spent in harsh weather. Now, how is it that we will deduce this? We come here, his weathered face, etched with salt and wind of countless storms. So, this is the second answer. What was the mermaid song struggling with? A calm sea, a fierce storm, a mechanical failure, a lack of fuel. So the answer is a fierce storm. We move back to the passage. A small fishing vessel, the mermaid song, was caught in a fierce squall. A squall here is a sudden violent gust of wind or localized storm. So remember this. It's basically a fierce storm. The wind howled like a banshee and the waves crashed against the rocks with thunderous force. And here in the passage it is being described. It's being described wind howled like a banshee and waves crashed against the rocks. We move on to the next question. So third is done. This is the third one. Why did Silas adjust the lighthouse beam? To signal for help from the village, to attract the attention of passing birds, to guide the mermaid song away from danger, to illuminate the harbor for the villagers. So the answer is to guide the mermaid song away from danger. So where is it that we find the answer to this? He then activated the foghorn. Without hesitation, he knew that if the mermaid song strayed too close to the jagged devil's teeth, it would be lost. Without hesitation, he adjusted the lighthouse's beam, directing it with a steady hand. So this is our answer number 4. Guiding the struggling vessel through the tempest. So our answer is answer number 4. Now we come to question number 5. What does the activation of foghorn symbolize in the passage? So what do you mean by the word foghorn? Any guesses? A device making a loud, deep sound as a warning to ships in a fog. What is a foghorn? It is a device making loud, deep sound as a warning to ships in fog. So, what does the activation of the foghorn symbolize in the passage? He then activated the foghorn, its deep, resonant bellow cutting through the storm's fury, a desperate call to steer clear of danger. So, it's talking about steering clear of danger. Hours passed and the storm raged on just as the dawn began to break. The mermaid song battered but afloat limped into the harbor. So, what would be our answer? Our answer would be a call for immediate danger and guidance. So, this is our answer number 5. Now we come on to the 6th question. How does the passage portray Silas's character? A. As a selfish and indifferent individual, as a courageous and dedicated protector, as a fearful and hesitant person, as a lazy and unreliable worker. So the answer is as a courageous and dedicated protector. And how do we know this? The villagers gathered on the pier saw Silas's salute against the lightning sky, his duty fulfilled. So his duty fulfilled. Here is the 6th answer. Now let's look at the answer key and how many did we get correct. Answer key. All of them. I hope you all had fun today. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye. Have a nice day.